how upset was Uncle Phil last night?
Well, he did something I've never seen him do in all the years I've been here.
What, a sit-up?
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, 1990, cast finally reveals secrets fans never knew. It's a scene etched in television history. A young man from West Philadelphia stepping onto the polished floors of a Bel-Air mansion. For years, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air has been a beloved sitcom whose laughter and heartfelt moments resonated across generations. But behind the on-screen charm and humor, a far more complex story unfolded, one marked by creative gambles, personal struggles, and cultural revolutions that redefined American entertainment. Today, we're peeling back the curtain to explore the hidden stories, controversies, and emotional highs and lows that shaped one of TV's most legendary shows. The story goes far beyond the jokes and the famed theme song. This is the inside account of ambition, conflict, reconciliation, and legacy. The real story behind the premise. Nearly everyone knows the basic premise. Will Smith's character, Will, is sent to live with wealthy relatives in Bel-Air after trouble at home. But few realize that this story isn't actually Will's, it's Benny Medina's. Medina, a music manager, grew up in poverty, but later found himself transplanted to a life of privilege when he moved in with a wealthy Beverly Hills family as a teen. Experiencing firsthand the collision between two vastly different worlds, Medina's journey inspired the show's unique focus on class and culture. The original concept was revolutionary for its time, steering clear of the traditional black kid assimilates with white family trope, and instead placing Will in a rich black household. That narrative choice laid the groundwork for nuanced explorations of intra-community class divisions, identity, and belonging. From hip-hop to prime time, Will Smith's extraordinary break. In 1990, Will Smith was better known as a hip-hop duo with DJ Jazzy Jeff than as an actor. Yet, facing a financial crisis after ignoring the IRS, Smith agreed to meet with Medina and later legendary producer Quincy Jones. Will's casting didn't just happen in a studio. It happened at a raucous party where Quincy handed him a script and insisted on an impromptu audition with NBC executives looking on. Smith's charisma was undeniable. He nailed the reading. A contract was drafted in a limo that very night, and television history was set in motion. But for the first 3 years, most of Will's paycheck went straight to the IRS. While viewers saw his carefree energy on screen, off-screen he was climbing his way out of debt, determined to make the role his own. Smith's choice to keep his own name for the character was suggested by co-star Alfonso Ribeiro, advice that solidified Will Smith as a household name for decades to come. The Writer's Room. Creative chaos and controversy. If The Fresh Prince looked like smooth fun on the surface, life behind the cameras was a different story. The Writer's Room was infamous for its tension and volatility. According to writer She Cohan, it was a place of long hours and high-pressure creative battles. Adding to the strain, Will Smith's real-life bodyguard and cousin sat among the writers, clashing with the professional staff. The stress sometimes boiled over into outright hostility. One infamous incident involved a prank so nasty it became legend. A co-worker's tequila bottle was tampered with in a way nobody could ever call friendly. For She Cohan, one of the only women and the only white woman on staff, the atmosphere was even harsher. She was saddled with nicknames targeting her background, reminding everyone that although the show depicted unity, off-screen things weren't always so harmonious. Cast dynamics, the feud that changed everything. The most explosive controversy was the rift between Will Smith and Janet Hubert, the show's original Aunt Viv. On screen, Aunt Viv was Will's fiercest advocate. Off-camera, deep personal and professional differences erupted, ultimately leading to Hubert's replacement after season 3. Different perspectives abound. Ribeiro defended the cast's unity, suggesting Hubert refused to mesh with the family-like dynamic, while Janet Hubert herself insisted she was mischaracterized and never deliberately difficult. The truth was stranger and sadder. Hubert faced an impossible contract during a time of personal turmoil, including an abusive marriage, and her Hollywood reputation was left in ruins. For years, she struggled to clear her name, while fans mourned the transformation of Aunt Viv from a strong matriarch to a more subdued presence. It wasn't until 2020, nearly 30 years later, that Hubert and Smith sat down for a televised reconciliation. Both admitted to their faults, with Smith expressing deep regret about his youth and missed opportunities for understanding. Their conversation became a powerful lesson in forgiveness, reputation, and the lasting wounds of professional conflict. Television's heart. Emotional highlights that broke the mold. Despite all the behind-the-scenes drama, the series produced some of television's most unforgettable emotional moments. Take the episode, Papa's Got a Brand New Excuse, where Will's father abandons him again. Much of Will's performance was unscripted, pouring out real pain so convincing that millions believed he was channeling his own life. In truth, Smith enjoyed a supportive relationship with his father. What the world saw on screen was pure acting, nurtured by James Avery, Uncle Phil, who helped Will reach those heights. Avery famously whispered, "That's acting right there," as Will sobbed in his arms, and a generation of viewers wept with him. The show's humor also left an imprint, with running gags like Jazz being thrown out of the mansion. For the actor, DJ Jazzy Jeff, the physicality was all too real. He was battered by repeated takes, leading to producers reusing the same footage in every subsequent episode, and even ensuring the same shirt was worn for continuity. Life on set, journals, pranks, and family bonds. The cast's real-life dynamics were as layered as their on-screen counterparts. Karen Parsons, Hilary Banks, revealed that a shared journal lived in a set kitchen drawer. Anyone could write in it, confessing frustrations or scribbling poetry. It became a collective emotional outlet and a little-known piece of sitcom history. James Avery was the heart and soul off-screen as well. His presence, wisdom, and sense of justice shaped the cast, who regarded him as mentor, protector, and friend. When Avery passed away in 2013, both cast and fans mourned a towering talent who'd influenced generations. Will Smith's camaraderie with his castmates also faced moments of what if, like when he recalled asking Parsons out, only to be kindly rejected. The two laughed about it later and agreed that keeping things professional strengthened the ensemble, proof that real friendship can drive a creative family forward. An uncertain fate and an unlikely revival. Few fans realized just how close the series came to a premature ending. In 1994, a special episode was set to close the show. NBC, convinced the run was over, planned to cut ties after season 4. But the audience revolted. Viewer letters and direct appeals poured in, even reaching Will Smith himself. The outcry forced the network to reconsider, and the show was given not 1, but 2 more seasons. The lesson? Fan power matters. By season 6, the writing was on the wall. As ratings dipped, the future was confirmed. The finale would be a true goodbye. Joseph Marcel, the wisecracking butler Jeffrey, broke the news of his departure for the UK, and with that, the final curtain was set. Legacy and rebirth. The next chapter. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air didn't just end. It lingered in pop culture for years. Will Smith went on to superstardom, but for many cast members, the transition was harder, with fewer opportunities matching the heights of their sitcom glory days. Critics debate whether Smith's push for a movie career sped up the show's end at the cost of his colleagues' momentum. For years, a reboot was out of the question, until a fan film changed everything. Morgan Cooper's Bel-Air trailer reimagined the show as a gritty drama. drawing so much attention that Will Smith himself helped shepherd a modern series into production. By its third season, the new Bel-Air had re-established the show's relevance, bringing classic characters into a contemporary world and ensuring the legacy continues for a new generation. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air isn't just a story of one young man's journey, but a tapestry woven from real-life inspiration, ambition, hardship, and growth. Its groundbreaking approach to Black identity and class, its messy but loving family dynamic, and its undeniable heart made it a sitcom for the ages. Behind every laugh was a lesson, and behind each conflict, a chance for redemption. So next time you watch an old episode, remember, the real stories are as compelling as the ones on screen. If you've got your own favorite memories, share them below. And don't forget to look out for our next deep dive into television's greatest hidden histories.